This topic of discussion is about translation of assembly language into machine code. Basically, you write the assembly language instructions in source code, and those source code is translated into the binary language machine code that the processor executes. Now, this process is usually performed by the assembler. Your assembler performs this process. But of course, when we are writing a assembly language instruction or assembly language program, we can also perform manual assembly. So this process, which is basically discussed, would be called manual assembly. So to understand this process, we first understand the instruction format in the real mode of operation of 8086/8088, in which we have an opcode of 1 to 2 bytes, followed by a mode register r/m byte, we would discuss in detail, displacement bytes, and the immediate value bytes. The first byte of our instruction is the opcode byte. An opcode byte has got this particular format, that these 6 bits are the opcode, followed by the direction byte, and followed by the width byte, W. Now the opcode byte basically depends on the type of the instruction. So these opcode bits, 6 bits, would depend on basically what is the instruction. We would have a pattern for move, we would have a pattern for add, or any other opcode. So these opcode bytes would depend on the opcode. Now this is the direction bit, and the direction bit we'll look at it further, and this is again the width bit. Now the mode register and r/m byte is basically byte 2, and this is an important byte. Again, we look at it from an example and it will be much clearer to us. One thing that is important in the slide is that basically the direction bit, if D is 0, data flows into the r/m portion, that is basically D is 0. Now when D is 1, data flows out of the r/m portion. Now if our instruction has got 8-bit registers, we have W0. For example, AL, AH, BH, if they are being used, the width would be 0. And W is 1, width is 1 for word or 16-bit registers. If AX, BX, CX, DX, etc. are used, W would be 1 for 16 bits. Now average register is a code. For example, AL is if AL is used in the instruction, W would be 0 and the code would be 000. And for example, if AX is used in the instruction, W would be 1 and again the code would again be 000. And similarly, last, if the code is 111 and the W is 0, we are implying BH. But if W is 1 and the code is 111, we are implying that we are using DI. And the mode field determines the particular mode of the instruction. And we have the different modes, different addressing modes. So this mode is basically depicts a particular addressing mode. Again, a bit more on this and later on. Let's straight away look at this example, which would clarify many points. Now we have the instruction move AX, BX. First of all, the addressing mode of this instruction is register addressing mode. So whenever we have register addressing mode, the mode field would be 1, 1. So 1, 1 is fixed for register addressing mode. So by 2's, 1, 1 field, field would be set to 1, 1 to indicate register addressing mode. Now when register addressing mode is there, both the operands are registers, isn't it? So one register would be specified in the REG field and the other register would be specified in the R/M field. And we can also verify it by seeing the mode 11. Can you see that mode 11 implies that R/M is a register? Okay, so now on the left hand side we have the register AX. So the code of AX should go into the REG field, and we can verify that the code of AX is 000. So 00000, the code of AX goes into the REG. Now the next register on the right is BX. So the code of BX should go in R/M field, and basically the code of BX goes into the R/M field. And where is BX? BX is over here. So the code of BX, which is 011, goes into the 011 goes into the R/M field. So this is as far as the R/M byte is concerned. Now let's look at the opcode byte, this byte. So now this is the opcode pattern for the move AX, BX command. Since we are dealing with 16-bit registers AX and BX, W is 1. So W equals 1 suggests 16-bit registers are being used. Now, data is flowing out from R/M, isn't it? Data is flowing from BX to AX. So data is flowing out from R/M into the REG. So D is set to 1. So D is always 1 when data is flowing out from the R/M field. So this is the combined assembly language, machine language code rather, for the assembly language instruction move AX, BX. Similarly, we can look at move BX, AX. Again, it is register addressing mode. So M/M would both become 1. That is the first point. Now the left hand side register is BX. So REG should have the code of BX. So REG has got the code of BX. Similarly, right hand side contains AX. So R/M contains the code for AX. So now this is the second byte pattern for move BX, AX. W is again 1 because we are dealing with 16-bit registers. Now direction is again 1. Why? Because data is again moving out from R/M into the REG, because data is moving from AX to BX. So one point I would like to mention, that if we have 8-bit registers now, the same discussion would apply, but W would become 0 now in that particular case. Now one important point, that we might have segment registers in register addressing mode. So if we are using register addressing and we have got segment registers now, so the rule is segment registers can only be placed in the REG field. And in this case, if one of the registers is a segment register in register addressing mode, W would be 0 also. So W 0 hoga and the segment register would be placed in the REG field. Now let's look at an example. move AX comma DX is our instruction. So again register addressing mode. So MM is 11. So which is our segment register? DS. So the code of DS would have to be placed in the REG field. And which is the normal internal register? AX. So the code of AX would be placed in R/M field. So now this is basically the second byte. What about the first byte? In the first byte again W would be 0 now in this case. And now the REG contains the code for DS and R/M holds the DX. Now since R/M hold AX, data is flowing into R/M. So data is flowing into the R/M as per the instruction. So data is flowing from DS to AX and data is flowing from REG to R/M. So since this is the case, D becomes 0 in this particular case. And again, this is the opcode pattern 100011. So now one interesting point is that if we have instruction move DS comma AX, that is if the direction of the operands is reversed in the second case and we have moved DS comma AX, the second byte would remain the same as the first byte. These two bytes would remain the same. No change in these two bytes. What would change? Only the D bit would change now from 1. Why? Because now data is flowing out from R/M, and when data flows out from R/M, the D direction bit becomes 1 in the opcode. Now this was as far as the register addressing mode is concerned. Now let's look at R/M memory addressing. Basically R/M memory addressing deals with addressing modes which are other types of addressing mode: base plus index, base relative plus index, register indirect, and so on. So addressing modes in which brackets are involved, those are basically dealt with in the R/M memory addressing mode. So before going into the R/M memory addressing mode, let's look at another register addressing mode example. And now this is a different example because now we have the code. The 2 bytes are provided to us, opcode byte and R/M byte, which is basically 8, B, E and C. So the first opcode byte is 8B. So 8B is 10001011. So we place the opcode bytes binary pattern in this particular opcode byte, which is 10001011. And the second byte is EC. So EC is short for 1110, and C has the binary equivalent 1100. So now we have written the 2 bytes. Now it is the other way around now. We are now trying to convert a object code or binary code into the assembly language code. So now this is register addressing mode, and REG contains 101. And what is 101? 101 is basically BP or base pointer. So 101 is BP or base pointer, Because why we took BP? Because because W is 1. We are having 16-bit registers now because W is 1. So we took the value of 101, not the 8-bit equivalent but the 16-bit equivalent of 101, which was BP. Using similar lines, we can translate 100 and 100 in the 16-bit version comes out to be SP. So over here we have SP, and now D is 1. Since D is 1, data is flowing out from R/M. So when data is flowing out from R/M, our instruction now, this is basically the opcode for move. So now our instruction becomes move BP, SP. So this is basically our instruction now. So now we converted from object code into the assembly language code. We did the other way around. Now there are the other addressing modes that we can use in this particular example. Let's look at an example now. We have the instruction move DL, in bracket DI. Move DL, in brackets DI. Now we have the DI in brackets now. Okay, only DI is in brackets. So now we look at the mode field now. We have only DI, right? And we don't have any displacement. So we select mode 0, 0, which is basically no displacement. So mode 0, 0 is selected. And now the code for in bracket DI, whichever register is in bracket, right, that register's code would always be placed in the R/M field, and the other register that is without brackets, that register's code would be placed in the REG. So REG should contain the 8-bit code for DL. So now let's look at the R/M code for in bracket DI. So when we have in bracket DI, the R/M code is 101 when we have only DI in the brackets. So R/M becomes 101. Now we have to look at the 8-bit code for DL because our instruction is move DL, in brackets DI. So now let's look at basically the other table. And where is DL? DL is over here. And the DL's 8-bit code is 010. So the code of DL010 is placed in the REG field. Now let's come back to the opcode byte, and in the opcode byte basically this would be the opcode for move. W would be 0, of course, because we are having an 8-bit DL register. What about direction? Now data is again flowing from R/M to REG. From R/M to REG. So whenever data flows from r/m to reg, the t is 1. So now this is basically the code for move dl comma in brackets di. So this is now let's look at another instruction, and the instruction is move (1000h) comma di. So now this is direct addressing mode, right? So whenever we have direct addressing mode, if only displacement is there, right, or in other words direct addressing mode, our mode is fixed to be 00 and r/m is fixed to 110. So what we have over here is that, let's look at the byte 2 first. Mode is fixed to be 00. So we have 00 in mode. And r/m is fixed to 110. So we have 110 in r/m, which is fixed. And this is also fixed for direct addressing mode. Now what should be in the reg field of byte 2? It should be the register code for di. And the register code for di, without brackets, remember, the register code for di is 111. The register code for di is 111. Okay, I'm sorry, it is DL, right? So the code should be of DL. So let's look back again. The code for DL would be 010, right? 010. So basically the code for DL is 010, and it is placed 010 is placed in the REG field. Again W is 0 because we have an 8-bit register DL, and again T is 0 because data is flowing into r/m. Data is flowing into r/m. So D is 0. After that we have the displacement 1000h. So low byte 00 followed by high byte 10, because in 1000 00 is the low byte and 10 is the high byte. Last, we look at another interesting instruction, and in this particular interesting instruction we have this move word pointer bx plus 1000h comma 1234h. This is basically an immediate mode instruction. So 1234h value is moved into this word location pointed to by bx plus 1000h. Now let's look at the byte 2 first. the mode 10 has been selected for this particular instruction. Why? Because we have Vx in brackets and we have a displacement in brackets. So when we have Vx in brackets and displacement in brackets, we select the mode 10, and 10 is basically tells us 16-bit signed displacement, because displacement is 16 bits, 1000 H, right? So mode 10 is selected. Now R/M is selected to be 111. Why? Because let's look at the modes. 111 basically tells us that we have Vx in brackets. So since we have Vx in brackets, mode 111 has been written in R/M. So this is basically in brackets Vx. Now this would be fixed to be 0000 because we are using immediate addressing mode. So this is byte 2, and basically in byte 1 all these bits would be preset. Only W would be 1 because we have a word or 16-bit value. Because of this word pointer thing that is going on over here. The rest of the instruction is now simple. We have the displacement low. Displacement is 1000 H. So displacement low 0 0 1 0 followed by the data byte, which is 1 2 3 4. So byte low 3 4 followed by byte high 1 2 1 2. So this is now the full instruction.